just need a little weed in the back rub. Zombies with the D's in the bathtub.
What is going on YouTube? It's your boy Cannibal, and today we're going to be doing more of another news and update video. You guys seem to really enjoy that, so I think I need to cover exactly what's on everybody's mind, and that is the top grossing rewards, like the stones that we're supposed to be getting. So I've already made this video, and whenever I was about to upload it, I checked the Dokkan wiki, shout out to the Dokkan wiki, and checked the JP campaigns, and they've already got their top grossing stones, so it made me change my, I guess, judgment of what type of rewards we're supposed to be getting. So I'm gonna try and kind of explain. 1 second, actually. And we're back. That's my bad. The camera kept going in and out of focus, but that's beside this point. So basically we're going to take a look at how many regions so far already have top grossing, or Dokkan is in the top like 3 or 5 of top grossing and on the way up. Just so we know kind of how many regions to expect. So starting off, as you can see, it shows the date right here, August 30th, which is today. It's currently 2:23 p.m. my time, Eastern time. The region is US. It has to be all categories. It can't just be games. It has to be all categories, and this is solely the iOS store. I haven't done any of the research on the Android store, just because normally the Android store is the same as the iOS store in terms of what's top grossing. It can vary sometimes depending on if there's like an Android only app or game or something like that. But for all extensive purposes, it's basically the same thing. So to start it off, it's us, the US. We're number 1 top grossing. So the banners did only go live about a day and a half ago, and the US is already top grossing, which is like one of the faster times that we've seen the US get to top grossing for Dokkan, because the US sometimes doesn't hit it. It's mainly carried by France, which is the second top grossing. So that's two stores that are top grossing. France always has Dokkan at the top, doesn't really waver at all. Even though Coin Master kind of fluctuates between these three, the Dragon Ball is always on top for France. So France holds it down for the global side for sure. Third is Hong Kong. They're top grossing. They hit that, I believe, this morning or earlier, or like late last night. Whenever I checked all of these earlier today, they had just updated it to be top. So I believe it happened earlier this morning. So that's 3. Fourth is Luxembourg. Luxembourg, excuse me, is normally like France in the sense that we almost always stay at the top, as well as the Coin Master. It normally fluctuates between those two. So Luxembourg's up there. So now Canada was number 1 until about an hour and a half ago, and I updated it whenever I was doing the video then, and it was number 1. And then I updated it to redo this video. I updated all the windows just to check, and it went to number 2. So it just recently dropped. It might come back above Clash of Clans, but for right now it's number 2. Also at number 2 is Italy, which again, whenever I did the first video, it was number 1. We had 7 total in the first video that had reached top grossing in all the regions. But Dokkan Battle again fell in Italy to Disney Plus. I don't know why it jumped 16 spots, but there must have been everybody like resubscribing or something to Disney Plus. I don't know. After Italy, Austria. So we fell 4 spots in about 2 hours. So we were number 2? And Disney Plus went up 31. So I think everybody's just like renewing their subscriptions because it's that time of the month. Like it's the end of the month, so everybody's renewing subscriptions automatically. So they're getting a ton of money for that. Belgium were 3rd, and the thing that is crazy about Belgium is that about, I guess it's been a little over 2 years ago. I think it was in the 2018 summer. Belgium is one of the countries that banned all in-app purchases. So the only way that people are doing these purchases is with VPNs and things like that. So people are literally doing illegal means, not illegal, I guess VPN's not illegal, but they're going outside of their country's means and able to make purchases in apps. And number 1 is Tinder, so people are like, I guess, kind of lonely in Belgium. I don't know, but Dokkan's number 3. It could go up. You never know. After them is Lithuania. I only put this one on here because Dokkan fell 3 spots, so they were right here. They were 4th for a small period of time, which I'm pretty sure whenever I did the first video, it said they had jumped like 19 spots or 20 spots or something like that. So they made a major jump to get all the way to 4th, and they started falling a little bit. Spain were 3rd. We were, gosh, this thing gotta refresh. Anytime you touch this little bubble up here, it automatically brings that up. It's stupid. But it dropped 2 spots, so it was number 1. And then again, Disney Plus and Netflix subscription-based apps, they jumped ahead because I think it's like the monthly renewal time. So maybe after today and we get more purchases, Dokkan will jump back up, as well as the other ones that are fighting with like Netflix and Disney Plus. And then here they fell 2 spots behind Tinder in Switzerland. They were at number 2. So YouTube and Dokkan basically flipped. But I feel like after today or tomorrow we should get that. Now, in my first video I had this window pulled up because this is the top grossing from last year's 300 million download celebration, which is technically the same celebration that we're getting right now. It's just called the worldwide campaign. It's different because it's supposed to represent 350 million download celebration. But it's the same in regards that JP and Global get the same banner at the same time. So the reason that this is really important is that, or the reason that we hit normally top grossing during the celebration every time, is because the units are brand new for everybody. We don't get to see them on the JP side yet, so we're not waiting 5.5 months or 4 months to get a unit that's already been used on JP and that's already old news on JP. So that's the reason it's so hype right now. And as you can see, last year we got 50 Dragonstones for the first round of Dragonstones given out. We got 50 for hitting 7 regions. So right now we're at 5, I think, 5 top, and then we have like 3 or 4 in contention. So that could be more than 7. It could be 9 or 10. Just depends on what happens the next day or so. And then we got another 50 Dragonstones and a bunch of potential orbs at closer to the end of the celebration. It was like closer to part 2. I think it was like 3 or 4 days before part 2 started, like with the androids. And then we got another 30 Dragonstones and more potential orbs as a thank you. And then we got another 20 for another thank you. So in total, we got 150 Dragonstones for free from top grossing overall from just the 350 million download or 300 million download last year. So everyone was speculating that if we do more regions this time, we could see 50 again, or we could just see 100 all at once, which was like highballing it big time. I was expecting this basically again as soon as I saw all the numbers. And then this morning, whenever I looked up the JP campaigns on the Dokkan Wiki, they've already gotten their top grossing stones this morning. And they gave 30 and then 2,000 of strength and fizz orbs, as well as some statues and some Hourglass Awakening medals. Now, top grossing is always going to be reflected and equal in both JP and Global. So how it always has been. They're going to get the same amount. It's just Global is going to get them like 2 days later, because obviously JP is just the country of JP, of Japan. They're literally only accounting for iOS store and Android store in JP, and that's it. For Global, they have to account for a lot more. Like I already showed you, there's 13 or 14 countries that we just looked at that Dokkan's in the top 5 to 7. So they have to go through all of those. They have to make sure, because they have to be top grossing for a certain period of time, I'm pretty sure. It's not just like they hit it and then they fall immediately out of it. That doesn't count. Pretty sure you have to hold it for a certain amount of time. I don't know how much time that is because it's not specified. But what I'm expecting is either, so today's Sunday, August 30th. I'm expecting either September 1st or September 2nd. So either Tuesday or Wednesday, we're going to be getting this reward, the 30 stones and then 2,000. And then in about a week and a half, I would expect us to get another round of Dragonstones. And that time, I believe it's going to be 50. Because at that time, we'll have even higher top grossing. In my personal opinion, that's how I feel, is that we'll have all 10 of the regions that are like in contention for top will be at the top. I know JP's going to hit it again because JP hits it almost every freaking time. But I do expect to get these sometime on Tuesday or Wednesday. At the earliest, we could get them tomorrow on Monday, August 31st, which would be awesome. But you never know. The more likely time is going to be either Tuesday or Wednesday because, like I said, it does take a couple days for the calculations to take place, even though you can really just pull it up like this. But I'm sure they have to look at like the time frame, how long it's been there, how much money's been spent, blah, 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 all this stuff. But for now, this is all that we know in terms of the top grossing. Like I said, the stones are probably going to be distributed on Tuesday or Wednesday if we hit top grossing in enough regions, which it looks like we have. But other than that, I think we just need to wait, see what they announce. They might pop off in the news or something in the next day. Maybe tomorrow they're like, hey, we hit top grossing, expect the rewards in 24 hours from now. And then you can expect to get the same amount of stones that JP got in top grossing, their first top grossing. But that is it for this video. If you all have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. I'll try to answer all of them that I can, if I know the information. If you liked the video, please leave a like. If you do like the content, please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any more. We do news and updates videos probably once a week right now. Once or twice a week right now, just as news comes out. And then I try to do a summon video every other day, or just like a breakdown of like a team or something. It just depends, but just know that it's Dokkan content that you don't want to miss. With that being said, believe that's everything I need to be covered in the video. That's all I could find in terms of the top grossing within the top 5 or top 7. But other than that, I hope you all have a good day / night, and we'll see you all in the next one.